Greetings, incoming 9th graders into the Honors English 1 program. Glad you're watching this video. Probably if you're watching it, you have some questions about the dialectical journals. You might not be one of my students. You might end up being a student of Miss Ranzeroop or Miss Fleming. But either way, feel free to always look at this website and see if there's something that might help you, because everyone has to do the dialectical journals for To Kill a Mockingbird. We're looking at the main page of my website. You'll see that freshman orientation is the 10th of August. That's a Friday. Then you have a little bit of free time to maybe make sure you finish the book and all your dialectical journals are done, because that first day your dialectical journals are due and you have a To Kill a Mockingbird test. So don't let it get out of hand. Make sure you stay on top of things, because what you'll learn very quickly in high school is you can get overwhelmed. So make sure you stay on top of things. Okay. If you're kind of looking for a quick way to see, like, oh, if I do this one thing, then my dialectical journals are going to be great. I don't know what that is. So the best thing you're going to do is what everyone had to do before you, and that's go through all of the links that we've provided you, and with all this information, you should have a clear idea of what is expected in these dialectical journals. Okay. First thing is, look over the journal directions. We have the whole thing here in case you lost your copy. Our email addresses are here as well. You can also leave a comment on the bottom of this video if it's still on YouTube. I'm not sure where we're going to end up putting it, but you can leave it there. Ask some friends. Ask maybe if you had a brother or sister or know someone who has done this before. The best thing is just see as many as you can see, get used to the feel of it, and read our directions carefully. Okay, looking at this one, let's see here, what's probably very helpful for you. Okay, first you should, this is just the formatting. First you should type the textual evidence, meaning give us that direct quotation, and then this is important because a lot of people forget this. You have to put the page number in parentheses, okay? On the other side, what you're going to do is your response to it, and this must be analysis. It cannot be summary. I've read the book. I've read the book multiple times. All right, I don't need to know what happens in it. What I need to know is, what have you gotten out of it? What have you inferred from that book? If you're still kind of struggling, you don't know what the difference between summary and analysis is, you can go here and you can find a nice little link. That should be a nice little, okay, here's analysis, here's an example of summary, here's analysis, and it's Harry Potter, so, you know, you couldn't love that. Alright, I think on this one too, there's a few different notes that are important to read. Also very, very important, that should help you out a bunch, is the sample student quotes and responses. Here's a quote, page number, here's the student's analysis. Quote, page number, analysis, and it just kind of works that way down. Alright, don't get much longer than this. You know, not every single entry needs to be an entire thesis where you explain everything and anything under the sun. Keep it to the point, but make sure that each sentence serves a purpose. Let's see here. Beyond that, make sure you have 25 or more entries. You can get the A with 25 if they're all high quality. I wouldn't say shooting above 30. One thing I always look for is when I have all of your entries lined up, I kind of scroll through them, and usually what ends up happening is you guys choose a bunch of quotes from the beginning of the book because you want to have entries done, and then the finale of the book you don't really have a lot of quotes, or the middle of the book you don't have a lot of quotes because you've kind of not distributed the important quotes throughout the novel. Okay, you might want to just make a simple rule for yourself: 30 of your quotes from the first third, 30 of your quotes from the middle, and then a third of your quotes from the final. Okay, that should help make everything go a little bit more smoothly when you're picking out quotes, so you're not picking too much from the beginning, middle, or end. In case you want to know what the rubric is that you're going to be graded on, you can find that on there as well. I'm going to hit this a lot, but just remember, you don't start at an A and then lose points. That would be ridiculous and kind of a cruel way to grade. You know, acceptable is where you should look first. Alright? That means you met my minimal expectation. What were my minimal expectations? They're kind of right here, and they're in the journal directions and the rest of this stuff. Excellence is excellence. It's not, oh, I did what you asked me to, I get an A. No, you did what I asked you, you get the C. All right? Look at this box. If you've done this, awesome, you got the C. If you didn't do it, drop yourself down. If you did a little bit better, okay, look at the satisfactory. If you did that and, you just pulled off something amazing, then you can go ahead and look at the excellent. But don't get ahead of yourself, right? Shoot for this, and then once you have all this written out, go back and beef it up. Go back and edit it, make sure it looks really, really good. Give it to a friend, make sure they look at it as well. It might help you out a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. Anything else that I think will help you? Obviously, seeing a previous student's work is always helpful. This isn't their whole thing, or I'm sorry, their whole dialectical journal. That would be silly. But you get kind of the feel for it, and you see kind of how it goes like that. The worst enemy is time. Just make sure you're not doing this that weekend before it's due. You'll drive yourself crazy. Get a good start on it. Tell your friends. Have your friends watch these videos, or just this video really. And then make sure you read all of these documents that we gave you. Okay? We want to give you these pointers, and we want to be helpful so that you can get the best grade possible. Okay? So don't be afraid to email me or Miss Ramsrup or Miss Fleming over the summer before classes actually start. We'll be more than welcome to answer your questions. Good luck.